Amazing performance right there.
Well done. Oh, wow. It's time for us to have a conversation.
Yes, of course. And we have with us Akin Alabi, now a very accomplished Nigerian filmmaker and producer with a distinguished career spanning 20 years.
That's right. His creative prowess and unique approach to cinematography have earned him numerous accolades and recognition in the film industry. His journey in the film industry began from being a music producer and transitioning to the world of video production.
Yes,
and to that, we must welcome him, especially to the Wake Up Nigeria studio this morning. It's so good to have you here.
Yeah, it's good to be here once again.
Oh, wow. So, Akin Alabi, the man.
The man.
Yeah, because I know
I like that title.
The man.
Akin Alabi, the man.
The man.
Because there's always this thing, especially on Twitter, about Akin Alabi. There are two different Akin Alabis.
Yeah.
One is a politician and the other is a photographer. So you are the entertainer. Now, as an entertainer, what has it been like for you? Starting from your journey 20 years ago, because it's been almost 20 years now.
It's almost
it's
20
years.
Now
20 years. 2025.
So what has it been like for you? What's the journey been like?
Well, it's been very interesting because I got to do what I wanted to do in my life.
Okay.
You know, so, growing up in university, I was one of the few people then in my school that actually knew what he wanted to do with his life. I knew that I was going to be in the creative industry. I knew I was going to be an entrepreneur. I knew I was not going to work for anybody. I was going to work for myself. So I knew all that as an undergraduate. So finishing school, I was just like, I couldn't wait to finish school. That I just want to go into the markets and start, making things happen. So I eventually, I chose the career as a video director. I metamorphosed into a video director, and I've never, for me, it was even a battle because then my parents even want me to do that. But I stood on my ground and no, this is what I want to do. And it's been a journey that I never regretted, going on.
Yeah. So, I mean, you literally started with music, right? And then into film.
I started with fine arts.
With fine arts?
Yeah, I started with fine arts. Then when computers came into Nigeria around 1992, 93, then I moved into graphic designing.
Okay.
So I moved my love for arts. So when I discovered computers, I said, okay, there's something called graphic design that you can do with computers, which is still basically art too.
Art, yes, expressive, yes.
So I moved into graphic designing. So from graphic designing, then I moved into music production.
Music production, and then from
music production
to video production.
Wow.
So that was the
trajectory.
Yeah. So it's always very easy for me. So if anyone is doing something, I can. If it's graphics, I know it. If it's music, I know it.
Yes.
If it's the visuals, I know it.
Yeah, and it makes sense because I mean everything is intertwined somehow. You're doing you're a music set, a movie set.
Yeah.
There's definitely the music score part of things.
Exactly.
There's the graphics. Everything has to come together. So I think everything just. I mean, it was like you were
everything
building. You were building.
That was why I think choosing video directing was, I know I've done a lot of things in my life, but the one thing that I think I've done for the longest time is video directing or video making. I think the reason is because it combines
everything,
all of it, into all the things you love, all the things I love, into one place. So I've stuck with video making for 20 years.
Amazing.
So 20 years journey and all that you've achieved so far. You're having a celebration on Sunday. Tell us about that.
Okay, so I'm celebrating my 20th anniversary as a video director on Sunday. And, instead of just throwing the party and all that, so, okay, let me do a photo exhibition / vintage exhibition. So let me exhibit the things that I love, that I've done so far, that I also love. And one of the things that I love is I'm a vintage collector.
Oh.
Yeah, so I have a vintage museum.
Yes. I was going to mention. Yeah. So the last time I actually met you, we were literally at somewhere in Jakarta, right? At your video, your like movie set. Yeah. And then literally one of the things that stood out were the vintage pieces you had, I mean, littered all over. I love the fact that, I mean, you can move from one sitting room to like to another. And I mean, just movie sets for people that actually want to just come and create things. And then the vintage pieces were very unique. So how do you go about collecting all these items?
Well, some come to me, some I go and look for, some I look for. Yeah. So I'm always on the lookout for vintage items. Online, we'll buy. Some people donate because, like I said, I have a vintage museum, which is different from the one you saw. Okay. You know, so I have a vintage museum. So people that knows that, oh, I like to collect things like this. Or they will say, oh, I have this, I have that.
Or I found this.
Or I found this. So they'll donate. Some I have to buy, and you know, so it's a mix of different things. For example, I remember like 2 years ago, I had a friend in Ogbomosho, and just told me, okay, he wants to donate some items to me, and I had to rent a whole vehicle. To bring all this stuff, it was a lot.
Yeah. All those areas, they have lots.
Yeah, they have lots. So from TVs to telephones to...
Oh, wow.
The car was just full of them, and I brought it to Lagos.
Wow. So the first piece that caught my eye was this. And I'll tell you why. As a child, my parents said the song that I loved more than any other song in the world was Ababu. That was what I used to say. So the song is actually titled Bubble.
Bubble, yeah, Bubble.
What I used to say is bubbling. I didn't know that part. Yeah. I'll just be waiting. Then I'll go Ababu. Ababu. So when I saw this, it's warmed my heart. It made me
nostalgia.
Yeah, the nostalgia. I just imagined myself as a child again singing Ababu.
That's exactly the idea for
my gosh.
For all
just
this.
Look at him. You will never be this young again.
Yeah.
Adewale Ayuba. Oh my.
Amazing. And of course, we have like
and then we have some others.
Some other. So now I asked you earlier. So you said, though, of course, you didn't live through the times of all of this. However, you've actually come to be acquainted with them. So can you quickly run us through the names of the different cameras we have here?
Okay, so for the cameras, this is a Fujica camera.
Okay.
I think it was released around in the 1970s.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And it uses film. So this is not digital. Okay. It's film.
And you wash it.
Is it still possible to buy films?
Yeah, it's possible. They still sell films.
They still sell films?
Yeah, they still sell films.
Why didn't have more expensive? Or like super expensive?
Not really. I think the major problem is developing them.
Yes.
So after buying it now, because there are labs. Then you used to have labs where you have to go and develop. So there are very few now. Okay. So this is an 8mm film camera. Oh, wow. So this is actually video. Let me just say, for lack of a better word, video. Video. So this is not photo. This is video.
Yes. And you record by winding it.
So you record by winding it. So you look like this. You look like this. And you whine. And you know, let's see. I think you open. So you have to open it. Yeah. So so this is where you put the film in. Put the film inside there. So this is the 8mm camera.
It's named after a gun.
This camera is just bringing nostalgia. My grandpa was into photography as well.
Wow.
And my goodness, we used to play with these things in the house, not knowing the value. And we lost all of it to a house fire. Oh. I wish I could have,
So this is a Polaroid camera. Probably the first generation.
Yes.
I don't know if you know if you remember the Polaroid. The Polaroid, they were the first company to invent instant photography, where you can take a picture and it rolls out. So they were the inventors of that, and this is like the first generation of the Polaroid camera.
This is worth a lot now, by the way.
Yes,
it's actually worth for art lovers and of course vintage collectors.
Then we have this is the Yashica. Yashica that's a Japanese name. So a lot of all these cameras were like Japanese brands.
Yes, as at that time.
Yes.
Japanese. Okay. Even till now, do you know lots of electronics we use?
The quality ones.
Comes.
Okay, did I say that out loud? Sorry.
Yes, you did. Then you have the rotary telephone. This actually has lots of memories because
you know
age of Nitel will be wondering what is it?
Let me show them how it's used.
Okay.
Let me show them.
Yes.
So you take it like this, and then you start
you
dialing.
You dial.
You make sure you have a tone.
Yes, you need to have a tone. Then you start dialing, you dial,
You
and it has to
let
go
it fall back.
Then
And
you
you
wait
dial
again.
again.
I should have put it like this.
Yeah.
So when you get the tone, you start. You
Press the number. You put your hand on the number.
You put the number you want. It has to go.
has to
Then
go
you
back.
go again. So
The
you
number
finish dialing,
finish.
and then
Till
you
the
wait.
number finish.
You know, one
And then
Gen Z
it
was
rings.
asking me, so okay, what if there's an emergency and you want to call? Is that the thing will be doing slow, doing slow,
Before
doing
you
slow?
can even make a phone
phone
call.
call,
It's already
you
half of the
understand.
emergency
Yeah.
song. It's not like now.
Yeah, I think something that actually further blew my mind was the £1 Nigeria,
Notes.
one
Yeah.
Nigerian pound notes, and I'm like, oh wow, like
And then there's a coin there.
There's a
or
coin.
coins
There's a
even.
one kobo. So this is what you used to call ponko.
Pong.
When they say
Yeah.
ponko,
the coin.
Wow.
So this is literally
That's
Federal
£1.
Republic of Nigeria, Central Bank of Nigeria promises to pay on demand £1, the Nigerian £1.
Nigerian
It looks like
£1
10
This is
naira now.
one kobo. It's funny
Wow.
how kobo
has gone.
somehow gone
Has
extinct.
gone.
And
That's
Amazing.
true.
growing up, I think they used to take maybe 20 kobo to school for.
I used to
You
have
know,
kobo. Do you know seeing this
20
and I'm
kobo.
suddenly realizing it's no longer everywhere.
It's gone.
It's gone.
This is one kobo. This is 10 kobo.
10 kobo could buy a lot.
And I remember thinking, and
Yes.
then 1 naira was thick. 1 naira was thicker
You have
than
one
this.
naira,
It
you are
was,
rich now.
as in, you know how
Yeah,
many things you
Ebola.
can buy with 1 naira?
But now we have one pound
1,000.
is like what, 2,000 naira now?
Only.
Well, that's British pound.
British
Yeah,
pound.
that's British pound. Yeah. Not this pound.
But then even our pound, I think, was
Yeah.
almost
It
equivalent.
was a
to-
almost
yeah.
equivalent.
In
It's
fact,
£1 to
naira had more
yeah.
value than dollars for a very
point.
long time.
We were literally on the pound
Till
level. We're talking
the
about dollars.
Babangida era when, okay, let's not go into
I mean, this has been a history, a little history class right here, and I'm totally loving it. So your event's coming up on Sunday.
On
Give us more
Sunday.
details about that. Where
Yeah.
is it, and
It's,
how can people attend?
It's happening at Iwalewa Gallery of Arts.
Okay.
Lekki Phase 1.
Okay.
And it's on Google Maps, so you can just put on Iwalewa Gallery of Arts, and it's going to
So free to attend.
free to attend from 1 p.m. to
Okay.
like 7 p.m. So you also get to see pictures from, because I'm doing a photo exhibition of, as I said, of Makoko.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
True.
Yeah,
True.
so I'm putting that to support the free school initiative in the Makoko,
In Mako
community.
Okay.
You know, so
So you're giving back.
I'm
in
giving
this
back.
period.
Yeah, I'm giving
Amazing.
back. I'm giving. I also, I know, I work a lot with children. I love working with kids. I love kids. So for me, it's a way to also celebrate the 20 years. You know, give back to the kids, and you know.
Okay, so on a lighter note,
Yeah.
let's take a look at something from Akin Alabi. A video that will probably make him grin from ear to ear, literally. Let's take a look at this.